This inhospitable Antarctic island is where 22 men survived for 5 months in 1916, waiting for a rescue they didn't ever know would even come.
In 1914, Sir Ernest Shackleton and the Endurance crew set off on their famous mission to cross the continent of Antarctica. But disaster set early on, and the Endurance crew would never even reach the mainland of Antarctica. The pack ice of the Weddell Sea completely trapping their ship in thick ice, eventually rupturing the hull and forcing the crew to abandon ship and take their chances on the ice. We're here in Antarctica with Swoop, who provide incredible adventure experiences and travel to places like this, exploring the locations and following in the footsteps of potentially the greatest survival story in history. The next 5 months saw the crew slowly marching across the impossible terrain of the frozen Weddell Sea.
Eventually, the ice broke up enough for them to use the small boats that they'd taken from the ship and start a week-long road to Elephant Island, escaping the Weddell Sea for the first time in over a year.
Shackleton realized that if he was to save his men, he needed to reach South Georgia, the nearest habited island, to get help.
In our modern day ship, that'll take about 2 days, but for Shackleton, that was a 17-day voyage in a small wooden lifeboat being battered by hurricane winds and massive waves.
The crew landed on the southern side of South Georgia, but the whaling station they needed to reach was over on the island's north. Miraculously, following a 36-hour march, they'd reached the Stromness whaling station.
Rescue missions were organised first to save the men on the other side of South Georgia, and then later to save those waiting for rescue on Elephant Island.
Incredibly, despite being trapped in the Antarctic for well over a year, every single member of the Endurance crew survived.